All right, so we're going to do a intro to essential oils where we're going to go over natural solutions and doTERRA and how you can use essential oils on a day-to-day basis. So we're going to go through understanding how essential oils can support your and your family's health. And we're going to go through maybe one or two testimonials either in this call or in the next call. Yeah. Okay. So some of you might recognize this picture, which is a wellness period. So for those of you that are new, this is doTERRA's wellness pyramid, which it was created with the foundational health principles that are built atop of each other in mind. So that's kind of where nutrition is the base. And as you continue, those ones are lifestyle changes and then moving towards healthcare and proactive medical care. So when you think of your health, think of it like stacking blocks. So if you remove the foundation, it all topples down. So whether it's nutrition, digestion, movement, and metabolism, all of those areas impact other aspects of your overall health and well-being. So when we talk about nutrition, every system in your body requires adequate nourishment to function, which is why it's important to eat a diet that's rich in proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Your digestion, the gut health. This is where gut health impacts nutrient absorption. So this is where when we talk about it, it also affects the immune system as well as mental health, where your gut is like your second brain. And then when we go towards movement, exercise supports your body in so many different ways, including a healthy immune system, metabolism, the way your body regulates and manages its energy. This is where we want to be very mindful of that as well too. Sleep. Adequate sleep impacts your health in so many different ways, including hormonal as well as metabolic wellness. Stress. Stress management is key to short and long-term health and quality of life. And that's where when we look at the exposure to all of these, we have to look at environmental exposure as well too, because that can also affect almost every body system that we talk about. And that's where when we're going into the wellness pyramid, we're going to look at different ways that doTERRA is allowing us to be more proactive, as well as addressing each of these concerns in natural ways. So that's where temporary or superficial solutions are not enough. The lifestyle choices that we make each day are the foundation for our wellness. So that's where your body is generally a reflection of your lifestyle. So this is where doTERRA has created an easy to follow path with products to support you at any point throughout your journey. So this is where we're here to help guide you along the way. So whether you've been invited to this call by myself or by any other wellness advocate, reach out to them to see how they can also support you and guide you through this journey, because using essential oils and using natural solutions is not just an as needed. It's something that we should be integrating on a daily basis. So jumping in to three cool things about essential oils. The first thing is that essential oils are natural and safe. They're pure products that are extracted straight from Mother Nature. So nothing is added, nothing is taken away, meaning that you can be very confident to be able to use these for the whole family, accessing amazing benefits. So this is where, when you are talking about essential oils, the reason why we're talking about doTERRA's essential oils specifically is because they are certified pure, tested grade, where if you look on the bottom of each bottle, you'll be able to see a batch number, where you can look on their website called Source to You to see the third-party testing that's being done. And this is where, for example, peppermint, you're able to use it aromatically, topically, as well as internally. So this is where, depending on where you are living in the world, for example, if you're in India, these essential oils are also FSSAI regulated for allowing you to have internal consumption for this. And this is where peppermint is a great one for cooling the body, supporting health digestion when taken internally, as well as it's a great support for kind of soothing the stomach at any time as well too. The second thing about essential oils is that they're effective. So if we have any medical professionals in the room, this is kind of where I want you to understand that these essential oils are so effective that they can actually permeate the cell membrane. So this is where one of my most favorite essential oils is On Guard. This is an amazing one for promoting healthy immune function. And when we go into this a little further, On Guard is a blend of clove, cinnamon, wild orange, rosemary. It has so many beautiful oils where doTERRA is the king of blending essential oils and providing us with beautiful blends. So this is where, coming back to the cell membrane, we know that our cells have oily cell membranes. So the cell membrane is able to protect the cell, keeping all the good things in and the bad things out. This is where environmental threats can affect cells from the outside and the inside, where when we talk about allopathic medicine, it's only able to support from the outside. Essential oils can actually work with your body on a cellular level because they're lipid soluble. So they're able, like, because of the fats. So they're able to have support for your body cells in so many different ways, both inside and out. Then the third thing about essential oils is that they are affordable. So when you look at the cost on a bottle, the first thing that might come up in your mind is saying, oh, this bottle is expensive. However, when we look at it in relative to the impact it has in our lives, they are completely affordable in complement with traditional health solutions. So how many of us have visited the doctor only to discover that you had a minor or a temporary concern that could have been resolved at home? This is where you're able to use your essential oils and these natural solutions as a first resort. So this is where, when you're talking about everyday challenges, using these oils, they only cost cents, pennies, or rupees per dosage. And that's where, when you're looking for support for yourself, for your family, you're able to use these essential oils in different ways. So for example, taking 2 drops of On Guard, peppermint, oregano, lemon, or frankincense in a veggie cap. If you take that a couple times a day or even once a day, you're able to support your body and your immune system in beautiful ways. So this is where you can also use those essential oils and apply them to the bottom of your feet. Then if you're having any tummy troubles, there is Digesten. So there are so many different ways that you can use each of these different essential oils and be able to have them as natural supports. I'm going to go ahead and go into just a quick testimonial. So if anyone is on the call and that would like to maybe just give a testimonial on different ways that they've used these essential oils, maybe what their favorite way to use them is, and maybe what their favorite oil is. So I'll open it up. If anyone wants to give a quick 10-second testimonial on what your oil is, go ahead and unmute yourself and let's get started. Hi, Ritu, go ahead.
Yeah. So few days ago, bit of the night, because of the Bangalore weather, my throat got chopped. And immediately I took 1 drop in a lukewarm water, roughly 100 ml of water, and I took it internally, sip, sip, sip. And in morning, it was quite better. And I did gargling with it. And on the piece of apple, I had it. And unfortunately, since past 2 days, my twins both are down with cold and cough. Even they are taking, because their exams are going on, and I have not given any allopathy medicines to them. And it shows us amazing, amazing results.
Thank you. And that's kind of where you're able to use these as a first resort to be able to support all of your family's needs. And that's kind of where there's so many different ways. So Ritu had mentioned gargling. She had mentioned she had put it on an apple. So this is where On Guard is a great way to soak your fruits and veggies in. Strawberries and apples are a great way because On Guard has cinnamon in it. So it's a very beautiful complement to apples, to be able to have it for younger adults and children to be able to use these essential oils in ways that are safe for them as well too. So coming now over to 3 ways to use essential oils. The first way is aromatic. So either diffusing or inhaling an essential oil. And this is where, have you ever peeled an orange and you notice the zest or the peel and that fragrance and that aroma that just comes up from it. That's where using an essential oil is 50 to 70 times more powerful than the fruit, the plant, the tree, the herb, or the spice. And that's where you're able to have that concentrated, where you're going to use less is going to be more. So just using one drop or even less than that to be able to support you. So aromatically, if you don't have a diffuser, add a drop into the palm of your hand, rub your hands together, cup them over your nose, close your eyes, and take a couple deep breaths that way. Or apply it onto your chest, lift your shirt up, cover your nose, and be able to support and take a few deep breaths that way as well too. So there are so many different ways that you're able to use these essential oils, where when we talk about wild orange, a fun fact is that all citrus oils have uplifting aromas. So the aromatic compounds that are actually making up the essential oil are found in the fruit's peel. So it's not coming from the juice itself, it's coming from the peel, the rind, where then doTERRA cold presses that to extract the aroma. And that's where you would have experienced a similar aroma if you rub the fruit peel onto your skin. So that's where there's so many different ways to do that. And peppermint is a great other essential oil where it helps promote feelings of clear breathing. It's very uplifting and energizing, and it is a great essential oil to kind of add an extra pep in your step. The second way to use essential oils is topically. So meaning that you can apply them directly to your skin. So when using an essential oil, again, remember less is more and always dilute your essential oils. So remember when we discussed earlier about essential oils being potent, it doesn't take much to impact them topically. So just a couple drops will be very effective. So when you're using an essential oil with children or those who have sensitive skin, you want to make sure that you're diluting it with fractionated coconut oil or any other carrier oil that's suitable for their skin, that season, their sensitivities, and just being mindful of that. Where diluting doesn't lessen the effectiveness, it actually allows the essential oil to spread over a larger and last longer. So that's where using a carrier oil allows the essential oil to have actually 10 times the absorption into your skin and into your cell membranes. Then, if you're feeling that you have any sensitive skin, or you're finding that an aroma might be too much and you don't want to apply it on your chest or behind your ears or on your pulse points, the bottom of your feet are a great starting point for using these essential oils, where the skin isn't as sensitive on the bottom of your feet or the palms of your hands, and the essential oils will absorb very quickly. So that's kind of where using it to be able to support so many different ailments is a great way. Here on the screen, I have Deep Blue Rub and Digesten, two beautiful essential oil blends, where Deep Blue is an amazing one for people that are working out, that have tired muscles, that are standing all day, that are walking around, that are running after children. This is an amazing one that at the end of the day, you can add this with a carrier oil, massage it onto your legs, your back, your arms, whatever you'd like to kind of have that soothing massage and to help relax those muscles. This is a great one as well for athletes to be keeping in their gym bags, where the Deep Blue has the option of coming as the essential oil or also as a rub. So it's a cream-based option or a stick as well too. So there are three different beautiful modalities to be using the Deep Blue Rub. Then Digesten. This is a great one where if you're having stomach upsets or occasional nausea, this is a great one to be keeping on those longer car rides as well too, to be able to support children or family members that might be having nausea while having or car sickness. So this is a great one where they can just add a drop onto the palm of their hands, adding it onto their car seat or onto a napkin and breathing it in that way. And this is where one, for example, with Navratri, Diwali, all of the festivals coming up, wedding season coming up, where you're going to be eating a lot of heavier foods or foods that are not maybe common to your daily diet. This is where keeping Digesten on you at all times is going to be an amazing support, where just rubbing it onto your stomach, your lower belly button after a meal is going to help with supporting that digestive system and allowing you to kind of relieve any stomach and kind of relax the stomach muscles as well too. And this is where now going into the third way to use essential oils, where it's internal use. And this is something where you don't have to use internal use for an essential oil. It's up to your comfort level, but this is where doTERRA's essential oils are not only safe to be used internally, they're also recommended. So this is where the CPTG standard that we talked about, so the pure, certified pure tested grade, this is where essential oils are safe to ingest, unlike many other brands. So please do not go to your local medical store. Do not buy over-the-counter essential oils and expect to be able to ingest them. It will not be safe for you to be ingesting them. So always, again, read the label on the bottle and make sure that when you're using an essential oil, read the dilution, read what the protocol is. And if you're unsure, contact the person that has, again, invited you to this class, or myself. I'm a clinical aromatherapist, so I'm able to support and guide you accordingly for ingestion use. So again, depending on what you're looking to use the oils for, lemon, I love the taste of it. So I love adding it into my water. When you are using it in your water, make sure you're using glass or stainless steel or ceramic. You don't want to be adding it into plastics because it can be leaching the toxins from the plastic. And if there's an oil that you don't like the taste of, there are veggie capsules that you can add a couple drops of the essential oil into them. doTERRA also has essential oil supplements that are there that are able to support you. So there's so many different ways where, for example, if you don't like the taste of frankincense, put it in a veggie capsule and get that support, because frankincense is a great essential oil where it is shown that it may support healthy cellular function when used internally. And frankincense is one of the essential oils that is also able to cross the blood-brain barrier. So this is where it is an amazing support just overall, as well as topically for skin, beautiful skin, glowing skin. It's a great way to use that. So coming back again, let's go through just another quick testimonial to see maybe different ways. Ritu had mentioned earlier how she was using On Guard for internal use. If anyone else wants to kind of pop in and go over how they've spoken about, yeah, go ahead, Max, about using the essential oils.
Okay, so I've got to tell everyone that my schedule's been completely crazy, not been getting time to eat, very often sleep schedules have been going nuts. I have been using the oils to keep myself stable and energized and staying healthy. So even today, not getting the meals on time causes a lot of distress in the digestive system. So Digestin is my go-to. I keep that with me. I used peppermint on the back of my neck before I went to a meeting because it was really hot in Pune today. And instead of getting agitated with the traffic, it's nuts in Pune right now with the metro work and everything. So the peppermint kept me calm and cool and composed when I got to the meeting, and everybody else was quite frazzled. I just breezed through it. It was amazing. But this Digestin is absolutely fabulous. A few days ago, I felt like I was coming down with a cold, and everyone was complaining about the flu, and even an osteopath who I used to go to. I don't go to her anymore, thanks to balance. But she messaged me and she's got a bad viral. So I told her, okay, let me know if you want to get your hands on some On Guard and tea tree, because that's what I use to keep the virals away. So I've got to say, these have done wonders for our family. We have them everywhere around the house. We keep them in the living room in case someone wants to grab some. In the dining room, we've got the ones for digestion, also for uplifting the mood. Got a bunch of them in my father's office, got a bunch of them in my office, bedroom. They're kept in places where we can access them at that time. So it's really helpful to have them around. And Digestin has been a big saver the last few days, So thank you for that.
Thanks, Max. And that's kind of where there's so many different ways to use the oils, and it's finding what ways are working for you and what's right for you and your family is where you're going to be able to find and use these essential oils. So later on, I'm going to talk about one of the best kits to be getting where you're going to have access to the top 10 essential oils. And that's kind of where I recommend that is one of the must-haves for every family household. It used to actually be called by doTERRA the Mom's Doctor Kit. And I thought that was so cute where it had like all the little instruments and stuff and visualizations for that. And it's so beautiful to be able to make sure that you're empowering yourself with these natural solutions. So just kind of coming back to doTERRA as a company, this is where when we talk about some of the essential oils, these essential oils are sourced from all over the world. And this is where, when I'm talking about wintergreen essential oil, it is sourced from the Himalayan footfalls in Nepal. And it is beautifully sourced where they work together with their partners in Nepal, where doTERRA doesn't own any of their farms. They have a co-impact sourcing where their model is very different than most essential oil companies, where you're able to support yourself and be able to know that when you're using these essential oils, you're also supporting these communities, these farmers, these locals, to ensure that they're also being able to sustainably source these essential oils, as well as they're able to sustainably source their lives and their livelihood. So that's where one of the impact facts is that wintergreen essential oil is a steam distilled essential oil from the leaves of the wintergreen plant. And it grows between 3 to 9 feet high, where the leaves are actually hand collected by the harvesters, which are primarily women who transport the wintergreen leaves in a large basket held in place in their backs by a strap around their forehead. And one basket of wintergreen leaves can weigh up to 110 pounds. Think about how amazing these women are and that they are able to bring us these essential oils so beautifully in our homes. So that's where I'm going to just play. We're going to come back to actually one other thing. When we talk about our households, we're not just humans that are in our homes. A lot of us have pets. So just remembering your environment is also a pet's environment. So many common household cleaners are filled with synthetics, chemicals, and toxins. So when you use these to clean the floor, this is what your furry friends are walking on. If you're also walking barefoot or your babies are crawling on, this is what they're using and what they're absorbing in through their feet. When they're lying on the floor or having naps, when they're playing around, this is what they're being absorbed into. So being mindful of using these natural solutions and being able to clean up the home a little bit. So removing candles, removing air fresheners, removing some of the perfumes that are filled with artificial chemicals and toxins, because what you're breathing in, your pet is also breathing in. So reducing the toxic load of your home. And that's where you're receiving the benefits for yourself, your whole family, as well as your pets. So that's where just kind of being mindful for that, where sometimes it's overwhelming to think about every product that you have that might increase toxic load, making sure that your space is greener and cleaner. This is where I don't want it to be daunting for you. I want you to slowly start with 1 or 2 things. Maybe as your products get finished, some of those toxic products that you might be having in your home, finish them, let them use, let them finish up. And then when you're ready to transition over, know that you can reduce toxic load by replacing your current products with these natural alternatives. And it's a process. It's not an event. It's not something that you're going to do overnight. It will take time. And that's where here are just a couple tips that I'm sharing on the screen for being able to diffuse essential oils around your pets. So just kind of being mindful of everyone in the home. So one of the things that we're going to talk about is what sets doTERRA apart is their purity. So this is a video. I'm going to go ahead and play it. We're just slightly over time, but I want to make sure that you understand what doTERRA is as a company and how you're able to know that it is pure.
Can I really quickly share this? I do use digestin on my pets as well, not just on. I dilute it and apply it on their gums when they have tummy trouble. Put it on their stomachs as well because the skin absorbs it immediately. and they feel very relaxed after that. As they age, they start getting gas a lot more, and like humans do, and it gives them a lot of ease. They're able to sleep well. So these are beautiful to be using on your pets as well. So I'm really grateful for that, because running around to find something safe to use for your fur babies is not an easy thing. And we've used them on infants as well when they get colic. So imagine that a parent is flustered, a young new parent doesn't know what to do for their baby. You can use these diluted on your baby's feet as well, on the soles of their feet. So having access to these kinds of remedies has changed my life. It has changed the lives of everyone I know who I've introduced them to. So once again, Zarine, I'm so grateful to you to introduce me to these products. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to go ahead into this video. So if someone can just confirm
What
that
really
they're
needs to
hearing
be
the sound.
understood is that our model is really focused on two things. It's focused on getting the best and helping the most. When we get the best oils and we help the most people, that's a formula for success.
I just think the whole planet is being lifted by this company, and it makes it so easy to be passionate, because I know that every step of the way, it's lifting someone.
There's good
It's
happening.
blessing someone. It's a light to someone.
Something that grew out of just a love for the oils, and it's given me so much more hope for the future.
We are interested in having the purest, highest quality essential oils that you can have, but in the process, we're also very interested in doing good in the world.
We chose to be a person-to-person model because we knew that this would empower people to step into their full potential and truly make the world a better place as they pursue what's pure to them.
So that's where doTERRA, as a company, you're able to see that purity is what sets doTERRA apart. The pure products, pure intentions, pure business practices, and the pure love of humanity. And that's where there's so many different ways that doTERRA is able to make a difference, where it has the CPTG testing, co-impact sourcing, the Healing Hands Foundation, where there are so many different things that doTERRA does to give back to communities. So now, kind of wrapping up, there are so many different ways that you can save when you are purchasing essential oils. So there is a free membership option, which gives you 25% off every purchase for a year. So what you'll receive is free shipping for any orders over 100 PV, depending on the market that you're in. If you open up your member account today, we are offering a free gift as well with 100 PV purchase. So there are so many different bonuses where I want you to reach out to either myself or the person that has invited you to this class today to be able to get started, to show you how there are so many different ways to start. So this is kind of coming back to the kit that I was talking about. This is one of the most common essential oil kits where I recommend. It contains the 10 pure essential oils and blends. It contains a pebble diffuser. So this is the healthy start kit, so that anyone that is striving for living a healthy lifestyle and making those changes, this is the kit to start at. So for example, for India, I think with the diffuser, it's at around 13,000 rupees, where it is an amazing bundle, where if you look, frankincense is one of the essential oils that you're getting in this bundle, where just the cost of frankincense alone is worth the kit. So I highly recommend taking advantage of that. If you are wanting to seriously invest in your health, then there is also the Home Essentials kit, which is 15 ml bottles. So all of these are 5 ml bottles. So if you're looking to just get started and kind of see which oils you would like to keep in your home the most, do that. Otherwise, the Home Essentials kit is definitely worthwhile the investment, because it is 3 times the quantity of the essential oil, but not 3 times the price. So definitely something to keep in mind when you are looking at that. And that's where we're looking at how these essential oils are sourced, how you're able to use them in your homes. And again, when you get started, this month with these essential oils, you are going to be getting a free bonus gift. If you're in India, it's going to be super mint. If you're in North America, it's going to be another essential oil blend. So that's where you are getting these bonuses. And one of the things that I highly recommend, you can go directly to the doTERRA website, but when you do, it will ask you for someone that has referred you. If you have not been referred to anyone, please reuse my refer ID 1254935. If you have been referred by someone, use their ID, because the thing is, when you use that ID, you are supporting that person in sharing the essential oils with more families and more people around the world, as well as you are being plugged into an education system and you're getting unlimited support from that enroller. So whoever you are reaching out to, please be mindful to make sure you plug in that ID, because we don't want you just to be plugged into the default doTERRA system where you are left to use your oils on your own. We want you to be supported and have that guidance of using essential oils, have the education behind each of the oils, and being able to support yourself and your family in so many different ways. So I wanted to kind of just go over where our next class is coming right up, where we're going to be starting our autism class in the next couple minutes. But this is kind of where when you're able to find yourself beginning this journey, you're never going to be alone. So as a world leader in essential oils, doTERRA strives to educate people about natural solutions through classes, community materials, courses, podcasts, YouTube, and social media accounts. There's so much more. And that's where you're able to choose which platform speaks to you and being able to start your journey. So I highly recommend, go ahead, start with doTERRA, start with these oils, and pursue what's pure. I'm going to go ahead and switch over now to those of you that have joined us for, thank you, Nina, for the autism program. So this class was a beginner's class on just an intro to essential oils, where I thank you for participating in this class, for the beautiful testimonials from Ritu and Max. This will be uploaded onto my YouTube channel if you are wanting to watch the replay for this.